It feels like I was just here. I ain't even gonna lie. This is a rare double upload day, but let's go on ahead and get into it, y'all, because there's tons to talk about. Ringside Pass Season 2 rewards. We've gotten some pretty good stuff, some pretty bad stuff. We're gonna go on ahead and talk about all that, but before we do, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. You guys have been enjoying the content. We're just 200 subscribers shy from 23K, so make sure y'all go on ahead and get that done for me. Let's get it. We just got some pretty big reveals for Ringside Pass Season 2, which is coming out on April 15th, for those that don't know. But before we do it, I haven't been able to get a chance to speak about the Kelly entrance that dropped earlier today, which is actually really good to see. I'm not gonna lie. Now, there's a couple things that people are nitpicking, and I can't sit here and nitpick every single thing, because for me, I really do like this Kelly model. There's a couple things that you could probably change with the hair and things like that, but overall, it's a solid model. I'm not gonna complain about it, and the entrance looks really nice, and I really do enjoy seeing her back in the game. And we also got to see Demolition as well, which I do have one thing to nitpick. In the entrance, you see that the actual entrance to the ring is all the way back, but you see Demolition kind of come out at a weird angle, like if they're walking from somewhere else. It's a little bit odd, I'm not gonna lie. Unless that's the way that they made their entrance back then cool, but it just looked odd looking at it from that angle. Maybe hold the camera out just a little bit longer. It's a nice entrance. I really like to see them as well, as much as I'm probably not going to use them, and y'all keep cooking me in the comments for it, but it is a really nice touch, in my opinion, to see these four legends back in the game, because we haven't seen Demolition since WWE 12, and we haven't seen Kelly since WWE 13, and we finally got them all in this year's game. So we're, happy about that, and I know a lot of old school fans are excited to play as Demolition and all that good stuff, just like I'm excited to go on ahead and give Kelly the women's championship in my universe, right? And we still got Tori Wilson, we still got more to go down the line, so that's, again, more exciting stuff to go on ahead and get into. But there's obviously some things that we do need to go on ahead and speak on. Now, there is this Rhea Ripley Borderlands collab that I'm not really feeling too much, and the community isn't feeling either. I mean, 2K went ahead, posted this, and they got so much backlash. It's like, bro, like 300 or 400 comments. I feel like this thing right here is obviously what people don't want to see as a persona in the Ringside Pass, because people keep mentioning $150, right? And even though we're getting DLC at tier 1, obviously there is this whole thing of rewards that we had to go on ahead and pay extra for, because we were getting extra content through the RSP. But this right here, not a fan, right? Now, we also seen that we got new moves and fur boots and things like that, which that is very exciting, in my opinion. I love to see, new moves and create a superstar parts and just more things like that being added to the pass, and just persona cards that are worth speaking about, which this Borderlands Rhea Ripley, I will not be touching, just being honest. I mean, it's just like those Mattel cards. Like, who goes on an exhibition match and starts playing with those Mattel cards against like the real model of the wrestlers, right? Like Mattel Jacob Fatu, for example, which was an RSP1 versus Cody Rhodes, the regular model. Who is going to go on ahead and play that match? Like, maybe it appeals to kids, but I know that for the large majority of people that are online and consume this game, it doesn't really appeal to them. So this is, again, just kind of another wrestler or model in the category of the Mattel and the demastered stuff, which, as far as I'm aware, the demastered stuff has been completely done away with finally. So it's one of those things for me where it's just not the thing that gets people excited, and I think that some stuff should probably just not be talked about. Obviously the marketing team has a job to do as well, right? So that's where I stand with the Borderlands Rhea Ripley. I know some people like that type of stuff, some don't. It's almost like that type of vibe where last year we seen in the island where Roman Reigns was disappearing, where now they switched it into kind of like a quick swap feature in my faction. People didn't like that. There's some people that absolutely love this cartoony, Borderlands-ish, Mattel-ish type stuff, but obviously the vast majority doesn't. So just my 2 cents when it comes down to that. Earlier today, there was this swim emote in the island that was revealed as well, which, again, people are not really feeling too much, but I felt that these were things that are going to be part of the pass. There's no pass that you go through in these games that have every single reward that appeals to everybody. It just never happens, right? So this is going to appeal to the island people, the people that play the island. Just like the Borderlands stuff, I personally don't agree with as a Persona card, but it may appeal to 3 people, you know what I'm saying, down the line. But it's one of those things where it's just not the thing that people are looking forward to the most, which I understand why the backlash could be the way it is when you see the way that people react to this type of stuff. But let's go on ahead and stop talking about this type of stuff, right? Let's talk about the Oba Femi, because that's what I made this video about. That Oba Femi looks absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. And again, it's more of a hairstyle change. It's not too much of a massive change, but he is part of the free track. And this is huge, man, because a lot of people thought if they do give Oba Femi an update, it is going to be in the premium track, and it is in the free track. So even if you don't own the DLC, you can play the game and everybody will be able to play as Oba Femi, which in my opinion, that's the way that it should be, because Oba needed this hairstyle desperately. I've been so exhausted of seeing Oba with the hairstyle he currently has. And not only that, we've seen Jade go through 2 different hairstyles before finally getting the bob that, you know, she was known as, right, when she came to the WWE. So it's one of those things where you want to see these wrestlers get the actual, you know, hairstyle that they rock with mostly. And for me, Oba, this hairstyle is kind of just Oba Femi to me. You know what I'm saying? So the entrance doesn't look like it changed. It still has that weird strut, which again, I hope that they mocap at some point. Maybe I'm wrong, but I didn't really see a change when they panned to him doing the entrance. But again, it is a really good thing, in my opinion, that we are getting Persona cards like this. This is what the Ringside Pass should be used for. Now, I do wonder if it's going to be a level 40 reward, because it is part of the free pass. If I had to guess, it likely will be at level 40, but we'll have to see what happens. It could be within the first 20 tiers that they are giving out for free, because that's another topic as well. So this is the type of stuff that's going to make people want to grind, you know, through the pass and get that stuff, because I can look over a couple bad rewards if it means that I'm going to get Oba and some different stuff throughout, because the Amethyst Storm move that we did see as well, that's another move for me that, you know, is pretty cool, especially for my created wrestler. So again, I'm not here to say, you know, everything in this pass is necessarily terrible, because I feel like that's where a lot of people have gone right now. I think that the moves are good. I think that the creative superstar parts are great as well. People are really excited about the fur boots, even if you are personally not, but there are people out there that love that type of stuff and people are excited for it. So if they can continue bringing that type of stuff to the game and showing us that, you know, that a lot of these creative superstar parts and these Persona cards and just stuff like that are a priority throughout this pass, I think that this pass will continue to, you know, just get better in terms of just the way people feel about it. Now, I don't know if Borderlands Ripley really does that, but I think this Oba Femi shows that there are some good things about it, and there's obviously some bad with some of the stuff that we've seen as well. We'll have to see what happens, man, but that's just where I'm at with Oba, and I am really excited to see the way that he's going to look in game. And before we get out of here, one last thing. They did drop a Stephanie McMahon screenshot where they did have a past WrestleMania attire on her. Now, it's not a new model. I know a lot of people are confused with that, but they do have the knee-high boots and the bodysuit for Stephanie McMahon. So if you want to recreate that attire or use those attire pieces for other wrestlers, you can do that as well. That's another big thing for me as well. Continue bringing back those old attires, even if they're not straight up a Persona card. I would love the option to throw that on a wrestler, you know, even if the Persona card is not already pre-done for me, right? So hopefully a lot of these things stay as a priority, and that's just where I'm at with it, man. Again, we'll see what happens once we see the entire, you know, pass and the rewards, but right now Oba Femi for this season and those moves that we saw seem to be some of the best parts of this season. We'll have to see how they follow up with the rest. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. You guys have been enjoying the content. I'm gonna catch y'all. Peace.